usual badminton, we throw it up and we try to see how long we keep it in the air without hitting the ground.
Oh.
And Grandma Reef was counting for us.
Oh.
We got about 89 before we finally let it hit the ground.
Yeah,
We
you
went
and
back
Paula were
and
good at
forth.
badminton.
Yeah, we
I
did
can remember, yeah, in our that little driveway we had by that apartment.
No, we used to.
We would put up that little badminton net.
Oh, I remember putting it out in the playground.
This is what wholesome girls played with
Yeah,
badminton.
badminton.
Yeah, we
I want to find out
Even
more later
Gra-
about all this
even
lipstick
Dorothy-
and these.
Oh, Judy
How
always
did you
was
s-
very attractive.
How did you put about her
The
being
boys like
stacked?
Judy.
Yeah.
Developed.
Developed, yeah.
Yes, I just started young.
But I remember the red dress and the red lipstick for one of our dances, because when we were in junior high, the big deal was our dances.
Oh,
Right.
And,
Yeah, that's the only time.
Oh, yeah,
I wasn't
so
allowed to wear nylons
box
or
socials.
nose or lipstick
Yeah.
or any of that till we were confirmed.
And one year, Judy and I did our box social together. And
Oh, yeah,
you
what
would
was that,
pick your partner.
octopus?
You would
Didn't
just
you make out of yarn and octopus?
probably yarn octopus, as I probably still have. I'm a real saver.
Then you had to plan your menu.
Yes, but I remember us getting into a little bit of a fight because
What a memory.
I teased Judy because she got one pimple. And of course, me, who's the queen of pimples, but still gets pimples, couldn't believe she was disturbed about one pimple before her dance.
Because I heard, my mom always told me when I hated my freckles, that was one advantage of my
Yes.
freckles because I didn't have pimples, which really I don't think had any connection, but at the time it worked because I didn't. I rarely had any.
Oh, she never did.
That kind of skin probably
yeah.
did.
Anyway, I think somehow we got into a little bit of a fight over that because I had teased her about that in some derogatory manner. Anyway, it was horrible.
Like,
So you weren't sure I would want to do that box social with you anymore. You were about ready to do it with somebody else. But then we made up and decided that yes, we would continue to do our box social together.
I wonder who we got. Do you remember who we got?
Who we got for
I mean,
partners?
yeah, who
So
we got for
shoot,
partners?
who knows?
Oh, you didn't pick them? You,
No, what you do
No.
is decorate a box and somebody bids on your box and that's who you dance
OKW.
or eat with.
Real
That's what
nice
you went to.
box.
Yeah, we used to do
in the
dance.
olden days.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
no.
then, you know what?
OKW.
My sister, did you know my brother married Betsy Robinson?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Well, the next year probably, Betsy and I did our box social together. I don't know who you did yours with, but Betsy remembers us doing box socials together. And that's when she first met my brother, and she came over to get all of our paint that was up in our attic from doing the box social.
See, box socials go back a long way. That's how
Yeah.
Dottie's mom and dad met. They was a church box
Ooh.
social, and Dad bought her a cake or something like that.
That was at a schoolhouse,
Oh.
country schoolhouse.
Yeah, because technically no one was supposed to know whose was whose, but you know, you always spread the word in case
Especially
if you wanted
to
someone
meet
special.
that
Yeah.
person, yeah. Mine is that band box with the certain colors on it.
But we did it by partners
You had
because
the
this was in
band
junior
box,
high and they didn't let you
The
get
hat
couples.
box
Yeah.
that you
you have to
decorated.
share your peanut butter sandwich?
We were better than that. We probably had fried chicken.
Yeah, that's it. Dwayne, you should know that.
Probably you did.
Yeah, probably was fried
Seemed
chicken.
like fried chicken was kind of standard. By the
Yeah.
time Kathy was there, they seemed like people were ordering pizza, weren't they? Bringing pizza.
Oh, really?
Oh, we
What a
didn't
box.
do that.
Mine's the one
Ordering
that
out generation.
No way.
Oh,
No way.
Oh,
We
just
didn't
a
do
minute.
that.
We got just
You're
a minute.
thinking-
Jeff, bring it here. I got to show you how to do that.
I know that. I remember
See if I
when
can
you wore
remember
the
from
white
yesterday.
Tennis shoes and had a.
Oh, the
the
sticky
polish
tennis
them.
shoes.
And
I
polish
even set my
them. You'd
tennis
wash
shoes up.
them. You'd wash them and then look how much just polished. You had to always polish them. I always think of that when you see
Polished
people.
tennis shoes?
Yeah,
Well,
white.
in the old days, they were just
Polish them when they were wet.
Yeah.
I still have
Really
old
white.
tennis ones like
Let's see
that.
if we can do it.
So,
Yesterday we did.
Well, Dwayne was funny because after we started dating and he would come over for Sunday dinner, we always had fried chicken. And
Right.
it wasn't till, and cherry pie was one of the other things that was
Uh-huh.
a treat for us. And then it wasn't until, I only think it was till after we were married that he finally confessed he really didn't like fried chicken or cherry pie.
It was a cherry pie.
the cherry pie, well, he passed that up first
Did
when
he?
I had it, yeah. Because I
Now
thought
Mom
that
makes
was
a
kind of
pecan
odd.
pie.
See here. I don't
It
like
was kind of
that.
odd because.
The things you go through, for love, right?
Well, he said, he did go on and say my fried chicken was better than that in the dorm.
Well, that,
Well, it was a key piece. How's that?
All right, now we know how to do it.
Well, it was so funny because after Dwayne did that the other afternoon, and then he was trying to show off to the kids how to do it, he couldn't do it. So he had to wait till they all left last night, and he
Yeah,
sat
so
there and
that's
figured it out
Did you
again.
memorize that? You did it.
Don't have to, we get it on tape.
Oh.
Well, I can tell you all of her old boyfriends. There was Richard Black, that was probably the first one, and then maybe Paul Harris, and then Mike Hildebrand.
And I don't think Mike was really
Well, how
her
about
boyfriend.
the fellow was
Can you see the dots there? Let's see.
Hogs.
Oh, Steve Hetty.
Yeah,
Oh,
he,
Steve Hetty,
Excuse
yes,
me.
there was Steve.
Yeah, that
came
was-
to the house one time to pick her up.
Yeah, that was
Real
that was
shy.
that was
He was a
real.
good-looking kid.
That was before they
He
could
was a
even
nice
drive.
kid too.
Did
Yeah.
his mom bring him?
dots.
But yeah, his mom had to bring him over to pick her
Yeah.
up.
Yeah, then we were high school. His older sister and boyfriend would take us places. We
Yeah.
moved up in the world, you know, from mothers and fathers to
Yeah.
sisters and
Yeah,
brothers.
they didn't get them together. So
I was hoping
that's
that
why
he
you see the
would
two
work
different
out.
colors.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
you
the
He
only
was
one.
a nice
That's
kid.
the only one Dad approved
You
of.
read Fox on
I don't think I ever really dated Hildebrand.
I don't
He was
know.
just in that group. Of
Then what
Paul
did
Harris.
you
Yeah,
I
well,
think he was
Paul-
a friend
we
of his.
turn
what was her name? Linda Larson. I
Linda
got friendly
Larson.
with for a while. She was
Yeah.
really. She and Mike were really a couple there for quite a while.
Yeah, maybe that was it.
Her mother didn't
Friends for a
approve.
nursery.
But I didn't date,
Oh,
Judy
sad.
had the boyfriends more than me.
But Dr. Hildebrand did take us
You
to
got
different places, because I can remember one time coming back and, that apartment we lived in was just on the other side of the tracks from the store.
Uh-huh.
And I was the only one, of course, that lived in the apartment, all these other people had houses.
Uh-huh.
And I can remember when his bringing, and he'd been my pediatrician, so, that adds a little something
You
to the
were
whole
dating
thing.
your pediatrician?
But when he was bringing us home, I remember him bringing me home one time, he said, "Oh, that's right, you live on the wrong side of the tracks." And all those things I never forget, just
Right,
like you
too.
and your little girlfriend that